Ooh, it doesn't squeak anymore. I know I'm quiet. Hey, about that lifestyle. I told you I was gonna come back live today. How's everybody doing? So I'm a house sitting for my mom. Good morning. So you might hear my little brother in the background with all his energy. It's a dog. We call him my little brother because my mom got him just a little while ago. How's everybody doing on this Saturday morning? What are y'all up to? What are y'all up to? Don't be quiet this morning. What are y'all up to? Come on. You're not going out that door. Come on. Sorry. I'm good. A little tired. I did some work. I had to do some work after I got off live. Did some research, did some other things. Good morning, Butterfly. How are y'all doing on this Saturday? How are y'all feeling? And I know I got to go to work. Let me not show my work badge or my work, whatever, patch. So what are y'all up to? What are y'all doing this weekend? Let me see. Is it the weekend? It is the weekend. I don't know. My days run together. So let me think about what's to talk about because I just came on. I know last time I talked about my kidney transplant story. I know I left some things out because I was talking about just taking care of vegetables, cleaning, and took out some food to cook for the night. Hey, cook. Researching. What are you laughing at researching for? What do you mean? Yeah, I always research. I always continue to research. Healthcare is always changing. People are always changing. There's always a combination of people that look different, case by case, thing by thing. Healthcare is never going to be finished. And that's even if it was a natural basis of healthcare. It's never going to be finished. Somebody's always going to have something new. Somebody's always going to have something that is a different combination than we've ever seen. There's always going to be something new that we have never seen in healthcare. There's going to be some new disease because maybe what we're treating is doing too much. Biohacking. I forgot how they describe biohacking. I don't have my computer on me. It all depends on what else is going on with your anxiety, what other diseases you have, if you have any other autoimmune, because I have to be careful about what I give for anxiety. Sometimes a B complex will help for anxiety. It depends. Is your anxiety a stress-based kind of anxiety, or is it is your anxiety worry or fear for the future? Because sometimes a med is not going to help that. Sometimes it's you. You're just going to have to deal with stuff like that. Biohacking, never heard of before. I want to know more. So biohacking is going to be more of almost like hacking your own biology, seeing what your own biology at the moment is doing and kind of, if I recall right, and kind of assimilating to that. Because again, everybody's biology is going to be different, and knowing your biology is a case-by-case, test-by-test kind of thing. Even we can see what may react to you, what may not react to you. Like epigenetics and genetic testing might be helpful in biohacking, and we've seen them to be helpful in biohacking and different things like that. So because of that, have you heard of anything about a new strain of COVID coming out? There's always going to be a new strain. COVID is trying to stay alive. So if any virus is trying to stay alive, it's going to be a new strain. It's going to be a new strain of whatever it is. And there's been new strains. This may be a stronger strain that's like trying to get life right now, because I've heard of a lot more people getting it. And stress, like, what is your stress looking like? How are you dealing with your stress, Monique? How is your stress really like? That's something I talk about. How are you dealing with your day-to-day? How are you reacting to stress? Are you reacting to stress because you don't think that you have the equipment to deal? Or you don't think you're prepared enough? I just want to remind you who you are. You've been through probably so much stuff that you are already prepared for half the life you're dealing with. You've already been through it. You don't have to like get in front of it. You're already prepared. You know you'll get the information you need. You'll get the things you need. God has placed all those things in front of you. And so a lot of that is preparation that you already have. And a lot of times we're anxious because we're trying to anticipate what it may be. And if we don't want to be wrong, we want to be on top of stuff. We want to be, or is it stress like then people stressing you out at work? So if it's a stress, there's a stress B complex. And with a stress B complex, you might get a little bit more panthoic acid. So your B5 will be a little bit higher. So you can drive a stress B complex. I think Pure Encapsulations, they have a stress B complex. That'll be helpful. That's something to think about. You chilling? You hot? What you doing? No, you can't go outside. You're going through menopause. You've been tested. Okay. So are you going to take estrogen or would you I have a phytoestrogens list. Go look at the link in my bio and it'll say a phytoestrogen list. It's for free. Check it out. And it'll basically tell you the foods that you need and maybe you'll need less estrogen because estrogen is important. Estrogen is important for when it comes to blood pressure, mood, a lot of times when it comes to muscle propagation too, it's going to help with that insulin crossover through blood vessels. A lot of us don't know that. You're not in menopause. But I'm not going through menopause. I've been tested. Oh, my bad. I missed that. You're not going through menopause, but what? What do you have? You might be going through perimenopause. How old are you? You could be going through that. Hey, Cousin Trish. You could be going through something like that. I know I'm on here a little earlier than usual. I didn't want to. Did I mute somebody? 51. Are you taking any estrogens? Because it may not hit you. I don't know. Sometimes it depends on how many kids you've had. Some people's menopause is lighter than others. Some people's is longer than others. Everybody's menopause cycle is going to be different. And it all depends. And you may not be feeling feelings, but you may be going through it. But you said you've already been tested. And you may not start it till later. Till 40, 50, late 50s, 55. It could be like that, something like that. But get prepared. Always somewhat be prepared so you know what you may have to come into. You may have to eat more or eat a certain type of foods more so that you're not just floating around and floating away. I'd start the research now so you can know somewhat what are the symptoms because it's really just hot flashes. And a lot of things that have been helpful in that is soy isoflavones, soy. I use, if you don't want the taste of it, edamame or a miso paste, the soy isoflavones, I have a list in there. Those will be helpful. What's up? What's up? But but didn't you say, didn't you say about that lifestyle? You said you're in stage 3 chronic kidney disease, correct? Wasn't it stage 3? I can't remember. Because that might be messing with your hormones as well, or maybe you not producing the same amount or the same way. And it may be keeping them balanced right now until maybe a little later. So a lot of different diseases play a part into where you might not be going into it, why you might be going into it, sometimes like that. Disease can play a part and reduce some things and change some things up. What can you do for ambulations? Sometimes, or even walk. Sometimes hard to even walk. I mean, diet can, there's an anti-inflammatory food list I have. Hi, Scottish Nanny. There's an anti-inflammatory food list I have. You can also look at things like ginger, turmeric. If you want the active ingredient of turmeric, curcumin, Hi, Miss Rhonda. And the active ingredient, oh, it's hard to walk. So do you have arthritis? Omega 3s, alpha lipopolic acid. That's something that you may want to think about. Thanks, Miss Rhonda. Love you. Morning, Pearl. Those are something that you want to think about. Also, even a vitamin D, seeing what your vitamin D levels are. Those things are going to be helpful in inflammation as well. Vitamin D, vitamin C, magnesium, those things. Maybe go to the doc again Monday. So what did the doc take any of your levels, like, because your inflammatory markers? Has he looked at any of your inflammatory markers to see? Because that's something you may want to think about. Has there any of them come up? And lubrication also works. Collagen, that might be something you need. Just a little collagen with vitamin C, that might help lubricate your joints. Hyaluronic acid, something to lubricate your joints again. Get a collagen with all the five types of collagen if you're not allergic to any, that has hyaluronic acid and vitamin C in it. Those things might actually lubricate you, because as we age, you might need a little bit more hydration and lubrication, because hydration is important for your joints to function at its best. That's why I did that live on hydration, because hydration is in so many places. You took medication that's making me have difficulty speaking. What medication? If you don't mind me asking. You don't drink enough water for sure. Drink enough water, but also put some minerals in it. I don't have it on me. I'm at my mom's house. I usually do something called Trace Minerals. That's the name of the brand that I usually use. They've been around for a long time. Trace Minerals. They're probably helpful on here, and that's probably going to be helpful for you. Because those are basically you get a small amount of minerals to keep you fully hydrated. Because hydration, again, isn't just water. So okay, what should you do? Have you gone to the doctor? If it's making you have difficulty speaking, is your face swelling or anything like that? Is that why you're having difficulty speaking? Is your throat swallowed? Is your throat like locking up? Is your face or mouth swelling, Danny? Because if it is, you need to go to the doctor and maybe stop that. I would go to the emergency room. Oh. It could be that. It could be they need to change the medication or something, because that sounds like it could be an allergic reaction. If you're having a hard time speaking, yeah, that could be an allergic reaction. Yeah. But hold on. Are you taking the shot? Because Sustaina, I think that's the shot. Am I thinking the right way? Yeah. Oh, so tenosynovitis. So basically, that's inflammation. You're gonna have to wait. So when that injection, so does it? I'm sorry, I'm gonna get back to you, James. But Danny, in that injection, once you have that injection, is it always in the beginning that you can't talk, and then later on you can talk better? Because you may not, I don't know why how did it feel when they started you on the pills? See if they can take you to the pills, the pills first, unless you just don't take your medication. Because a lot of times that's what they want to put you on, an injection, because you're not really, they want to make sure you're really compliant, especially in situations with that medication is for. So it may all depend. Huh? Where? Where's my mom? Oh, the thermostat. I thought you said como está. I was like, he can speak Spanish. Sorry. Yes. So in the beginning, then later on, it gets worse. So that might not be for you. You need to definitely tell your doctor, because the pills may be something that's better for you, or finding another route. Because I think there's another injection that might help you. You need to go and maybe do a little inpatient But the tenosynovitis, that's going to be, you're going to need basically, you have inflammation in that area. So things that decrease inflammation, an anti-inflammatory diet. Like I said, I have a food list. It's free. Just go check it out. Link in my bio. Hit my name, and then hit my picture. Then hit my picture again, and it'll go. Just go check it out. Link in my bio. Hit my name, and then hit my picture. Then hit my picture again, and it'll go. Because when it ends in itis, that's inflammation. But yeah, so and your tendons are probably the ones that are, you probably need to have a little bit more of an anti-inflammatory diet, because it's nothing that can actually sometimes get to those tendons that are deeper in the knee. Thank you guys for the follow. Hey, Nay. Let me see. So let me see. You got a Hashimoto's diagnosis. Your T3 and T4 are normal. Your TSH, thank you, Danny. Your TSH is high. Your liver is normal. Kidneys normal. Cortisol normal. Next. So your thyroid stimulating hormone is high. So they haven't given you anything. They didn't give you any thyroid, did they? Because I know that might not be helpful, because there's no need to, you're making T3 and T4, they're normal. Did they give you levothyroxine, Brett, whatever? You got some low play yogurt. Is that a healthy option to help? Not Yoplait. That's got a lot of sugar in it. I would get something like a Greek yogurt, or even a non what's it called, yogurt. So what I would do for you, Brett, for Brett, stay on the levothyroxine. I'm never going to tell you to take off your meds. That's just not what I'm going to do, because I don't know what they're trying to do. But something that may be helpful, and something I want you to look into and talk about, non-dairy yogurt. I get a coconut, or I get a coconut-based yogurt that they put, what is that? That they put lactobacillus and all those other probiotics in. So what I would also tell you is maybe a little burdock root would help, but I would take that later on in the day. If you're going to try and start something like that, eating enough leafy greens, that'll also be helpful for you, Brett, because what you want to do is want to continue to start cleansing, and that'll probably help some of the hormone balance, which may help your hypothyroidism, because I'd have to look a little bit further too into what's going on with you. So that's something I would have to also think about. So, because you're going to need, your diet is going to be your best friend, but also a little bit of, like I said, burdock root, sometimes a little dandelion, even though that's your liver and your kidney, but a lot of times our hormones are caught up in our liver. And so what may happen is that can mess with the pathway. And that can mess with the pathway. And so because that can mess with the pathway, you sometimes want to get that cleansed out and think about something else. Let's see. Natina. Should I check estrogen and progesterone? You can. I don't know why they don't just do that. When it comes to thyroid and anything like that, they should always check estrogen and progesterone on a woman. Because a lot of times those are affecting those things. And a lot of times you may have what they think is hypothyroidism, but it may be your estrogen or progesterone. And it may be you have caught up estrogen and hormones, like I said, caught up in the liver. And once you detox that, things may balance out. It could be something like that. So PCOS advice. Protein is going to be helpful because of the insulin sensitivity. Don't just eat a whole bunch of chicken. You'd want to have a wide variety: fish, lean meats. If you're going to get chicken, I would get pasture raised. But if you want to, for right now, maybe go a little vegan. That might be helpful for you. That might be something to really think about, because your body, it's going to need to develop and produce a little bit more estrogen, if I'm not mistaken, because I think you have lower estrogen and you're not developing enough. That's why hirsutism and all that comes around. because you need a little bit more estrogen. But yours kind of needs to be balanced out, where could be some clogging in there. A dandelion may be helpful for you. I don't know what meds you're taking, Natina. Something like that could be helpful. Also, sorry, they're doing work in the back. Something else could be helpful. I'm just not thinking of it off the top of my brain. Something like that. So those things would be helpful for PCOS. Even a little nettle and ginger. The myo-inositol, stuff like that, that can be helpful as well in helping with your hormones. The myo-decaro-inositol. I think Wholesome Story has a brand, and Thorne has a pretty good, Thorne brand and Wholesome Story brand has a pretty good version. And if you don't do that, an herb like a Damiana tea, there is a girl on here called Sincerely Nature, and she healed her PCOS with the tea, but it's going to be a big diet change. This is going to be no alcohol, no sugar, or less sugar, or a natural form of sugar. That will help you. What is the best overall magnesium if you're deficient? If you're deficient, I wouldn't get like just one magnesium glycinate. And I don't know if you fully are deficient. I would get like a combination. I think there's one that's a combination of citrate, aspartate, and glycinate. I would get like the 3 combo. That might be helpful for you. You can also get a body oil, but I would pick one or the other. And I would also look at a trace mineral. They have a good amount for hydration. Berberine, Natina, also may be helpful for you in PCOS because of the insulin sensitivity. Do you help people meal plan dinner? Yes, I can do that, girl. Hit me up. I can do a quick meal plan for you. I used to do that all the time. I used to cook for people. Yes, I used to cook meal plans for people. I did a lot of everything. I was a jack of, and I like cooking. Thank you guys for the follow. They just say lose weight. Berberine is probably going to help you with that weight loss. Oh, I just connected something for you, Miss Rhonda. Girl, I'm glad I did. If you had hit me up and we'd have had a little private session, I'd have probably connected it a long time ago. But you just be in here listening to see what you can get. You're welcome. Oh. Faquan Stern? Faquan... I don't know. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. You have low estrogen and borderline hyperthyroid. Yeah, you might need a little bit more estrogen because all those things are like in combination, and you just may need to also, and phytoestrogens, my phytoestrogen list, Miss Rhonda, will help you because it has broccoli and all those cruciferous vegetables on there, and those will be helpful a lot of times in low estrogen because they'll help clear out the estrogen from your liver and help you cleanse that out, but also give you a little bit more estrogen you need. I don't always say, I didn't want to say it for her because she's hypothyroidism. She has hypothyroidism, and sometimes I guess they call them there's groigogens in them, are going to be what's called. Blueberries are healthy, depending on where you get them. Acai berries is going to be a little bit more if you're looking for that antioxidant effect. And chaga mushrooms has a higher, but you got to be careful with chaga mushrooms unless you're like, because chaga mushrooms, if you have like an autoimmune, sometimes it can ramp up that autoimmune. No, I think I've heard of it. Maybe if I see it, is the book with the green Africa on it and a black outline of a person, the lady with 9 lives. I don't know if I've seen that. I mean, I've seen it. I don't know if I haven't opened it. I'll tell you that. I haven't opened the book. Because I used to feel so bad when I would eat so unhealthy. I'm trying to change. Don't feel bad. It's an 80-20 thing. You're gonna eat what you may think is unhealthy. Go with what your body's saying. Don't feel bad. Just let it be a balance. Let it be a balance. Don't kill yourself. A lot of the people in here I'm talking to now are people that have issues already. They have issues already, or they're trying to fix these issues or balance some things out. And I know you're trying to do prevention. Don't beat yourself up. You'll get it. It takes time sometimes to get on that track. Like, do one thing, change one thing at a time. Because if you're changing, like trying to change everything at a time, is when it falls flat, you're just really gonna fall flat. So change one thing at a time. Change the type of milk you have. Adding more greens in, maybe starting to cook at home. Small things, small changes make big improvements. Yeah, see, I haven't even cracked that book open. It's a great book. It's like listening to Dr. Sebi, Ready to Put Down All Food. Well, see, the thing about Dr. Sebi, it's a Dr. Sebi. His alkaline food is about. I don't say put down all food. His alkaline diet is really for people who are sick and need the healing, because it gives your body a rest. I would say try and see if you can work on growing your own, whether it's hydroponically or not. Do what you can. If you need to get that little hydroponic garden that just grows fresh greens, do it. That'll be helpful. Do it. Do what you got to do. But I'm not going to say all foods, because you need those nutrients. And what happens is a lot of people stay on Dr. Sebi's diet. I was talking to another herbalist. A lot of people stay on Dr. Sebi's diet, and next thing you know, they become they become too alkaline. You want your body to be at a homeostasis, what we call homeostasis, basically more in a balance, where it's in both states and not one state or the other. Don't you go outside. Get back here. Sorry. What do I think of Mounjaro? So Mounjaro and any of those things. So Mounjaro or any of those things, I look, if it's necessary and you've tried everything and you think that's going to help you, I say do it. But I say be on your P's and Q's. Be on your P's and Q's. Be on it. Be on your P's and Q's. Be on your P's and Q's of changing your diet, eating right, hydrating, doing all that, protecting your gut, because that's going to be important, because those things it's kind of like metformin to the 10th degree. Those things kind of hit your gut up and attack your gut, and it makes it a little bit hard. And that's why people are having prolapse guts, and you don't want a prolapse gut where it doesn't work anymore and it doesn't do anything. And that's one of the biggest side effects. And I kind of knew something was going to happen, because Mounjaro wasn't originally for weight loss. It was originally for diabetes, but they're now moving it into that. But like I said, be on your P's and Q's, be on your best diet, making sure you're getting enough vitamins and minerals. Don't just not eat and be like, ooh, I'm losing weight. That's how people get, what is it called? Wegovy face or semaglutide face. You're going to have to be on your P's and Q's, eat enough nutrients, drink enough, stay hydrated, do all those things. Oh, your stomach will hurt? The type of food may be sometimes processed food is what's messing with your stomach. I think I said, get some gut assist, L-glutamine, that might help you. Just join how to hydrate kidneys properly. Coconut water, eating fresh fruits and vegetables. Those are the ways to hydrate your kidney. Those are the ways to hydrate every organ, because you're not just hydrating your kidney. You're hydrating every organ in your whole body, your skin, your heart, all of those, your blood, because once you hydrate, your blood is going to get enough water, and that's going to go around and hydrate your other organs, because it's only when you're dehydrated that it takes away. Make sure you have trace minerals. Like I said, trace minerals are the electrolytes that are a part of hydration, which you'll find in usually a good spring water. You got to be specific about the spring water and know that spring, because some of the spring waters ain't really springing these days. It depends on where you get it from. What was it? What place is that? There's a place here that's in Texas. It's like, I can't remember if it's Keller Springs or something like that, but it's called Crazy Water. They usually tell you how much minerals is in it and how much mineral intake you're going to get, because they know what they're dealing with and what they're talking about. So it's always important to know. And that's why I suggest trace minerals a lot of people, to know what minerals you're getting and how much you're getting and how much will be a part of a dose or a drop, whatever. Have I heard of Kiala Greens? Yes, I have. Hey, Bishop. Oh, yeah. As long as you do your due diligence for your gut and you stay on it, that's fine. But the thing is, I can't guarantee that for everybody if everybody's going to do the work. And I don't think there's been enough talk, period, in healthcare of, you got to do your work if you're going to get on this. I know my aunt, and she's a cardiologist. Now, she'll give you a pamphlet, and she'll give you a rough talking to like she your mama. But that's what I get it from. Because you're going to have to be on your P's and Q's, because if you don't, this can happen, Yeah, I've heard of Kiala Greens. It's okay. Kiala Greens is really mainly a hydration thing. A lot of y'all are probably like, oh, I'm bloated. You dehydrated, and you're bloated around your time of month because you're dehydrated, and you probably need a little bit more greens. Celery juice will be fine. Full hydration to be fine, because your body uses a lot of that water, and it uses a lot of that up, especially around your time of the month. That's what you're getting rid of. Yes, blood, but it's water too. Yeah, water alone is never going to get the job done. So, like I said, coconut water, cucumber water, lemon water. You can also do, like I said, Trace Minerals. The brand that I use is Trace Minerals. You know what you're getting. I don't suggest Gatorade because it's so much sugar. And I don't like those IV hydrations. I don't like those IV hydrations because they can be really sweet, even if they're not sugar. It just like some form, so it can be. But the thing is, they should know enough. At this point, you can get trace minerals from a health food store, a vitamin store. Whole Foods probably has it. You can get it from any of those. You can look on it online. Amazon will have it. Make sure you're getting it from the brand Trace Minerals. Uh, well, I don't know how expensive. I don't know what your price point is for gut, but the one I always suggest for gut health, thank you, Rhonda, is I usually suggest L-glutamine. And L-glutamine is something, but I get this one. It's called specifically Gut Assist. It's by a doctor. It might be $40, and it's like a scoop thing. It might have 40 servings, so you might be paying $1 a serving, maybe. And I think it's like $30 on Amazon, maybe cheaper on her site. But it's called Gut Assist, and it has L-glutamine in it. It has licorice in it, and it also has aloe in it, and those are great for the gut. Now, it depends on what med you're taking. Be careful with that Gut Assist. So that's the thing. It kind of is a green supplement, but there's a lot more. There's a lot of hydration in it too. The greens amount is like 6 grams. It's not that huge to me. And it's like a combination. So I don't know exactly what's the major greens that they're using because some of them are sprouts, some of them are. So that's something like that. But yeah, at Ash Bash and Danny 33, that's what I would do for your gut to like, because it basically is helping you to heal the lining of your gut, because most of y'all have IBS, leaky gut, all those medications, different processed foods, acidic foods, things being too acidic in your body. It can be from not enough amino acids on your gut. That's just a suggestion. It could be something else. You also want to get your gut checked out. This is all just for educational purposes only. Movement helps you to restore your lymphatic system. Working out, selenium is also good. That'll help you do a natural, like to help the detox pathways. So selenium you can find in Brazil nuts. Plenty of selenium in Brazil nuts. Trace Minerals is like a drop. I'm sorry, I don't have the bottle. I'm not even at home. I don't have. It's like a bottle of concentrated seawater, and it's a dropper, and I just drop it in my water. They may have a capsule now, but I don't use it. Hey, Magic Hands. Officially new followers to your team. Thanks again. You're welcome, Glamour. Glamour, I galore. Glamoria. I'm sorry, Glamoria galore. What about colostrum? I don't know how I feel about colostrum. When I did my research on colostrum, it was like 60% of it is not colostrum, or 60% of it can be fillers from the manufacturers, and you don't know fully what you're getting. I need to look more at colostrum. People just go sell what they sell. And so when I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I don't have the paperwork on me or my computer, so I can't remember the exact numbers. I have to go in and look. But yeah, a lot of people, they were saying like 70 to 60% of the makers, it's not full colostrum. So you're not really getting the full effects. And if you have a lactate or a milk issue and your body doesn't agree with milk, it does still have some like milk percentage in it. So that's something you have to think about. I just haven't seen enough for me right now to say colostrum is really going to. But I get it because it's an immuno thing and it's immunoglobulin. But the thing about it is, you probably need the basis of amino acids to do that, because I have to see a little bit more. I get the idea of colostrum, but I haven't seen one effective enough that's come out yet. How would I say that? And then when I got it from them, they were like, we tested them and we've seen all of them. Nobody really had enough in it, because you have to have so much colostrum in order for it to be effective. And most of them are way below the amount. There might be some caps. It's a Dr. Danielle Fuquan Stern. It's a Dr. Danielle. She's a gastroenterologist. She made Gut Assist. I took it. I took it for a long time. I've taken it for 30, 60 days. When I tell you it healed my gut, it healed my gut. And I take some harsh medications. I take anti-cancer medication. I had a transplant. Like I said in my last live yesterday, I had a transplant 16 years ago. My medication is harsh on my gut. It tears my gut up before any food can tear it up. So I really had to be on it. And so that really repaired my gut. And I had a little liquor at times, so it really repaired my gut. DIM supplements. I need to get in more veggies and protein. My period comes back with balanced diet. A DIM is going to help you to remove a lot of estrogen. Basically, it's the active ingredient from like cruciferous vegetables, cauliflower, all of that. And all that is going to do is help you clean out your liver from all those hormones that can get clogged up. If there's so many hormones just backed up in your liver and not getting digested because you didn't have enough cruciferous vegetables. And if you can't eat cruciferous vegetables, DIM is the next thing. Let me see, did I see anything else? What's what called? Gut Assist? You've been having hiccups since April 2022. Hold on, wait. You've been hiccuping every day since April 2022. Which doc specializes in? The person who made Gut Assist. Gut Assist is the doctor that, hey, sorry, I'm watching my mom's house. And my little brother, my dog, is here. You stop when you go to sleep. I'd have to look further into that, but that could be something of a gut issue. No, colostrum didn't heal my gut. It was Gut Assist that healed my gut. There's not enough on colostrum for me to be like, yes, colostrum. There's not enough that I've seen in the colostrums that they're making. How about I say that? Lead them people alone. So those are things. And look, y'all, I'm here. I have health consultations. Y'all can schedule a health consultation with me if you want to know further. I go through people's meds. I go through all that. I'll give you food lists. I will send you to give you the best options, all those other things. I'm also going to work on a group. I'm working on a group thing where I give you the better supplement companies and what I like about a lot of those supplement companies and different things and what they have, price point, all that. If they're doctor made, doctor formulated, different things like that. Something I'm working on. Do you have to book a one-on-one for you to guide healthy? Somewhat, but we could probably do it for a lesser price for you. I got you. If you just want a meal plan, yeah. You can book the question and I'll give you a written meal plan. How do we start a health consultation? Tap my name, and then when you tap my name, and then tap my picture. I can never get this right. Tap my picture, and then it'll take you to my picture show up at the bottom. Tap my picture again, and then in that, click the link in my bio. It'll say Linktree Purple RX, Linktree Purple RX. Hit that link in my bio, and then it'll have a health consultation, and you can choose anyone. If those are out of your price range or whatever, hit me up. We can negotiate. We can talk. What you got in your mouth? Come here. What you eating? Sorry. And we can start a health consultation that way. Yeah. So, do I work with kidney disease clients? Yes, I'm a kidney disease client, but I'm going to be real with you. It depends on what stage you're in, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you all the things, because there's a limited amount of what I could do. I could slow you down, and it's going to have to be a lot of work on you, because kidney disease is going to have to be kind of more so an alkaline diet, along with a maybe every once in a while, a little something, one or the other, because I don't want to put your kidneys through a lot of work. That's just not what I want to do, because you only have so much of them left. So yeah, I do consultations with them. I take kidney disease clients. I am a kidney disease client. And I also do post-transplant. Hey, buddy. Hey. Y'all quiet on me now. But yeah. So a lot of the things that we have to deal with are a lot of times. And the thing you also have to do with is your aunt is up for a transplant, looking for options. Okay, let me know. Because I just did my transplant story yesterday. I just did it yesterday. And a lot of things that we have to know is you took a while to get to the disease or the place you were. So maybe the symptoms showed up just now, but it's probably been going on in your body for a couple years and you didn't know. A lot of times those things have been going on without symptoms for a couple of years. It all depends. ADHD, you may not be able to get rid of it, but you might be able to help it, and you're going to have to be able to, because ADHD is almost like trauma brain. It's a trauma response. So our brain is going through so much because our brain has had to be so hyper vigilant in so many ways because of our environment. So it may have to do with you changing your environment, how you react to things, how you do things. That's going to help heal it. But also in kids, saffron has shown to be shown exceptional results and been helpful. So those are things you have to think about. Saffron, you shouldn't have to worry about it. Saffron should be one of those things. Sometimes ashwagandha, but you got to be careful if you have mold in the house, or careful if you have, if your kid has any autoimmune situations, because it can ramp up that autoimmune. Saffron, you can find it in capsules. It's probably going to be like in an oil. Yeah, exactly. Saffron. And if you want to hit me up and you want to do like just a $20 question, I can look up the one that'll probably be a better. I can do that research for you and find the one that'll be best fit for you, and that'll be best quality. What you doing? Just follow G. Thank you. Thank you guys for the follows. If you could also like while you in here. Hey. Oh, you said you're not going to get it. Okay. That's fine. Do I assist with, yes, rheumatoid arthritis? I definitely assist with rheumatoid arthritis. Because yours it's kind of easy, but it's kind of tricky. Like, because there's a vast amount of vitamins and minerals that are necessary, but it's kind of tricky on some of the things that are in pain that you have to worry about. Stress. And see, when I go over things, I don't just go over like what your meds are. I also go over you and your lifestyle. What are we talking about? How are you living? How are you dealing with stress? Do you know if you have stress? Do you ignore it? Do you push it away? Do you really have healthy coping mechanisms? Those are all important things, especially in our health. A lot of y'all have gotten to health situations because we've stressed and overstressed our body, and our immune system has been suppressed, and it leaves us open for viruses, parasites, diseases to come along, and different things to come along, infections, bacterial infections, different things. And so that's what puts us sometimes in the place we have, where it can attack our myelin sheath with MS. It can attack our joints easily. You got to remember, when you're stressed, you lose a lot of vitamins and minerals because your body is doing all the things that it needs to do during that stressful time. Your body is using all that magnesium. It's using all those vitamin Ds because it's using all those things to make energy so that it can do what it needs to do, because your body is in a hyper stress state. The cortisol is released. It's pumping your blood. It's pumping your heart. It's not dealing with your metabolism. So some of y'all's guts act that way because you've got a stress gut. Your gut has been doing that because of stress. And so because of that, hi, Jenny Betty from Oregon. And because of that, those things are playing a part and taking a toll on your health. So that's a big part also of what I do too. Don't be humping my hand. Sorry. Sorry. I sometimes forget on my live when I'm talking to him. But yeah, that's also the way I approach things. Thank you. That's also the way I approach things, because I want people to be on it and make sure and look at their whole way of life. And there's some things you can't control, but there are some things you can control. So let's start with the things that we can and the work that we can do, because that'll be helpful in how we can do it. What time is it? Because I said I was going to do this for about an hour today. So how have y'all been feeling? Because I know y'all, this country got y'all stressed out. Other than that, how have y'all been feeling? Worried? Fearful? Annoyed? Hopeless? Sometimes this place will have you feeling like that. With all that's going on, with all we see now that's going on. All the above. Yeah, I understand. That's understandable. That's understandable. All the above. Look, that's very understandable. It's now time. What things are important? Get outside and touch a tree. Those will help you with the basically your body's natural vibration source. Those will help you bring down anxiety, ADHD. Those things are all important. Taking a walk. When you take a walk, there is things that are like that reach those dopamine and serotonin receptors. That's why a lot of our liver is under attack, because the things we smell and deal with, well, the grass, all those other things those all play a part. And those all are helpful as well. You're in Houston after a hurricane, and stress is ooh, girl, I know it is. In this heat, no AC. I don't know about a consultation today. I could probably, because I have to go to work in like a couple of hours. If I didn't have to go to work, I could probably make one. The earliest, I could open up a day Monday for you, probably. Hold up. Yeah, I can open up a Monday for you. But yeah, that stress everywhere, because it's hot where y'all, I'm in Texas. I'm in Dallas. So I know it's hot in Houston. It's extra humid in Houston. Extra humid. And then your power is out, and Texas like to play with the grid and not do their job, and they want to be alone and don't want help. And it's taking too long, because it shouldn't take that long for them to turn your power back on. But I don't know. And I can't remember if Houston has a good pump system. I lived in New Orleans when the hurricane hit, so they have a pump system. Said nope. I didn't think so, because I don't think Houston expects that. They should. Okay. What time on Tuesday? Because I also do a live on Tuesday. So Tuesday, you're always stressed. You live in New York City, and I'm Puerto Rican. I have a big family. Girl, don't let that family get to you. Put up your boundaries. Boundaries are important. You booked with me on Tuesday. So Tuesday, I also have a live. I can do it 11. Can I do it 11? I think I can do it 11. Shoot, I'll work. I can still do it, because I'll be home by that time. What about stress are we talking about? Everything about stress. Well, somebody was just talking about their hurricane and everything else. And I was talking about how stress affects your body, and it can affect your system. Ooh. And it can affect you got to create boundaries. They're your family, but boundaries are necessary in order for you to be healthy. If they love you, then they will respect those boundaries. Tuesday, we're also having a live. It'll be me, Tashi Wellness. So she's a nurse, and she does holistic wellness. And then there will also be Herb Gotti. He's an herbal. Get back here. Hold up 1 second. What is that? Is it this? Or is that the alarm? Oh, the thermostat?
No. 5 minutes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. They should respect your boundaries as your family. I'm sorry, is that if that's too loud? But also, I was saying, no, it's not. My mom's getting a new AC because her downstairs one broke. So that was something I'm thinking about. We're doing one on with Tashi Wellness, but I also do announcement Tashi Wellness and Herb Gotti from Herbs by Herb Gotti. And we'll be talking about diabetes and going through diabetes and different medications and different things and different things you have to watch out for, things you never paid attention to, even if it's your family, making sure you know the signs, making sure you know how things look. The live is going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll be on at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Gut assist. I was doing dishes and couldn't write it down. I'll write it down. Let me see. Gut assist. So, well, I'm trying to get that down, Rudy. So I definitely will. I have a time at 5:30 on Wednesday. I think I'm going to keep this 10, 11 o'clock time on this day because my schedule is ever changing. I work part-time also. So I'm going to keep this on a Saturday morning, probably 10, 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning. And then when I come on Tuesday, it'll be 5 o'clock. And then on Friday, I usually do about 11 or 12. I come in, I slide it, put your notifications on. I slide in at different times. I'm trying to get steady, but I need to my other work to get steady with those times. Any remedies to stop not chronic pain? So chronic pain sometimes can be because of stress. It depends on where the pain is. If is it in your joint areas, full body, is it like MS? Because it could be, you may need it, depending on what the chronic pain is from. Thank you for the follow. Depending on what the chronic pain is from, you might need a certain vitamin and mineral. It could be vitamin D. It could be magnesium you also need. It could be you need zinc and copper, and you need also maybe a little bit more anti-inflammatory diet, depending on what you're eating, especially if you got chronic pain all over, anti-inflammatory diet. But it could also be stress for certain areas is causing pain, and you're going to have to deal with that stress because it's blocking something. What's the evil empire? Goodyear Freckles with Regina. What's the evil empire? Oh, is that Amazon? I just got it. I'm sorry. I was a little slow. They really are old school, fighting too much. But yes, I'm going to have to stop them all. You don't have to stop them all. Stop yourself. It's not about stopping them. It's stop yourself and stop yourself from being involved. Don't get involved in that fight. Don't put your energy in that fight. Sometimes when you have a family like that, I come from a family like that. They want to fight all day. You ain't got to fight. Just stop the fight. Just give up. And it doesn't mean that when you give up, it has nothing to do with right or wrong. Let go of right or wrong. Let go of any of that. Just be like, I don't want to put my energy into that. I'd rather put my energy into other things. That's kind of how you have to see it. Because it's like, you could be right, but to be fighting to be right is not going to help you. You're going to miss it. You'll be at work. What, the live on Tuesday? I'll record it and I might repost parts of it. Also, do you take probiotics also, or just gut assist? I take gut assist right now. I need to start taking probiotics. I took seed for a while, but seed is kind of expensive. But yeah, what I also do is I take probiotics with a yogurt. I do a coconut-based yogurt, and that has probiotics in it. So lessen the pain of fibroids. A lot of times your pain, I don't know how big your fibroid is. Oil of oregano has been helpful in shrinking those fibroids. No alcohol, less sugar. So that means more complex carbs if you're going to eat it. Maybe a sweet potatoes, things like that here or there. But natural sugar like that, but you don't want too much bread or anything like that. I would reduce meat for right now because it might be taking your blood supply somewhat if you have a fibroid. I would also look at things like, I just lost it. Plenty of leafy greens, different things like that. Fiber is also going to be help. Nuts, seeds, healthy fats, things like that are going to be helpful, along with the oregano oil that'll starve that sucker out and take it out. A little nettle sometimes, even, and dandelion will also help relax those periods during your time of your periods. Dandelion tea. Do I have any multivitamin recommendations? I always give Juka's Organic. I tried this. I loved it. I tried it for like 60 days. Loved it. It's natural, organic. It's a liquid vitamin. Liquid vitamins are going to be 100% more 100% bioavailability. Let's see. No. Gulf Coast cook, you had to give up. Your enzymes is high, could be because of red wine. So no, I would do no wine at this point. Hold on, let me see. I'm taking this multivitamin, women's vitamin. It's really good. Don't taste bad. Are you talking about Juka's Organic? Oh, I missed somebody. Hold on, where did I miss? Okay, I got the multivitamin recommendation. You welcome, Yo-Yo's Corner. Heard doctor here say D3 and K2 can be dangerous. I don't think are dangerous together. At this moment, not so much. I don't know if he's had a patient that may have been dangerous. Like if you're taking warfarin or something like that, that can be dangerous. Because it's going to do the opposite effects of warfarin. That might be a little bit too much. I haven't had any issues, but I have to go back and read. When I went back and read, because I heard somebody else say that, I don't know what it is. I don't know what he's experienced, because the thing is, some things may be good, but it may not be good for you. So that's why you have to be open for something else. You always have to be open, because it may not be processed well in your body. You may need a different form, the original form, and do a D2 rather than a K2 and a D3. You may need a different form. And maybe the form she took was probably part of the problem. And sometimes that's where things come into play. Hypertension is a type 2 diabetic. I usually say get something like a berberine has somewhat been helpful, but I would be careful of berberine, especially with your with what you're taking. That I would see with you and your doctor if y'all could do berberine, but that also has to do with diet. You're also going to need a lot more fiber if you have a little bit of that and hypertension. And so I usually suggest a prebiotic fiber. A doctor formulated prebiotic fiber is helpful. Eating plenty of apples, plenty of things like that, because that's what in that prebiotic fiber. Broccoli, making sure you change your diet is going to be top notch for you. No liquor, no smoking. A lot of those things you're going to have to get rid of. That's not what you need. You're going to have to change it up. Greens. And I mean, you're going to have to eat some greens. And that could be broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, throw it in whatever, put it in that. Fibromyalgia, girl. I thought you were talking about fibroids. I heard you say fibro, and I was like, maybe it's fibroids. So fibromyalgia pain, if I'm not mistaken, vitamin D, vitamin E, omega-3s, or alpha lipoprolic acid will help with fibromyalgia pain. Excuse me. Zinc is also helpful. When you take zinc, take copper together. Those are things that you need to talk about, things that you need to think about with fibromyalgia. Menopausal, check out my phytoestrogens list. It's free. Give you a list of phytoestrogens. That'll be helpful. My doctor put me on the I already said that. Yeah, no red wine for you. Your liver enzymes high, no red wine. Period. Point blank. Period. Hi, I need you. Glad I found you. What about pain in joints? Mostly knees, elbows. So you're going to have to get on an anti-inflammatory diet because you have an autoimmune situation. And when you have autoimmune, you are probably having a stress flare up. And when you have a stress flare up, it's going to mess with your joints. Omega-3 probably will be helpful for you. Even a magnesium or vitamin D will probably be helpful for you because you are highly inflamed. An anti-inflammatory diet, less processed sugars, alcohol, decrease it to none. And eating a whole food diet, whole food, fresh, healthy, whole food. That's going to be helpful. Plenty of greens, broccoli, spinach, all of those things. And also, I don't know what else you got going on with autoimmune, so I'm going to just be careful about what it is I say. Yes, I feel the same. I'm tired of being in the middle. Girl, stay out the middle. Jump somewhere else. Act like you don't know what's going on. So when I had kidney failure, I noticed, like I said, my skin was changing. My muscles, I got cramps everywhere all the time. I had a lot of... I had shin splints. That was the main thing I noticed. I could feel my heart rate and my blood pressure going up because I was dizzy and had a headache. It was that bad. What did you just read about Ozarka water? Pearl? I'm sorry. I'm slow. I'm behind. How do I know when to take certain vitamins? You don't. Your health professional does. Like me. Oh, what times? It all depends on and when to look up. So certain ones should take at certain times. Like I would take B vitamins during the day. You could take magnesium morning and night. You could also take an omega-3 at night. That'll probably be better. Take an omega-3 at night. I gotta think of the other ones. Vitamin D you could take during the day. E you can also take during the day. Most of them you can pretty much take during the day. A lot of it just depends on what meds are you taking. I like yucca. Yucca is a good kind of starchy vegetable that is not as starchy as a potato, and it's going to have a little bit more structure and fibrous material to it. I don't know. I'm behind. You're welcome, Mara. I'm going to have to come to you to help me rebrand, Mara. Any book recommendations? It depends on if you take a lot of meds. Mine are kind of specific because I know what I'm looking for. I think there's a vitamins book, A to Z, something like that. I can't remember. Vitamins for certain diseases. It'll pop up. The K2 is the problem with warfarin and anticoagulants. Yeah, that's what I said with the other one. You got to be careful. If you're taking warfarin or any anticoagulant, you want to do that. Let me see. What's a good brand yogurt? Oh, good brand of yogurt to eat. Like I said, I like Greek yogurt, but I also like a coconut base. I don't really eat yogurt. I eat coconut-based yogurt. Oh, it's from Walgreens. You see Juca vitamins had gone out. You missed my story. What brand of liquid vitamins? Oh, Juca. You know I'm going to say some Juca. So Ozarka puts additives in their water, Pearl? I missed that. What happened? I was too late. What are your perspectives on estradiol? Is this forever or temporary? Like taking estradiol capsules? That can be temporary. But as I see my mother go through it, you go in and go out. If you have a diet with plenty of phytoestrogens, that'll be helpful. That'll help you throughout life to reduce how much estrogen you have to take because phytoestrogens act like estrogen and play that role in your body so that your blood pressure stays regulated. Your hot flashes and your temperature stays pretty regulated. Can you juice those veggies? Yeah, juice them. But some of those veggies, you want the fibrous material of it, like broccoli and all those other ones. But yeah, you can juice some of them. Spinach, kale, you could juice them. Act like I don't know what. I act like I don't know what's going on. Oh, I know what's going on. I'll be wondering if y'all know what's going on. So I don't want to say too much. Why is it better to take omega-3 at night? Because it's just like any cholesterol med. It's better to take at night. It's more effective because that's when your cholesterol kind of like goes up or it gets real active, is at night. And it's going to be better absorption a lot of times at night. I do my one-on-ones from like a Zoom. It's like a Zoom connected to a program that keeps it interlocked. Knowing anything about Willard. Is Willard's Water Ozarka? Hold on, wait. Is Willard's Water Ozarka? Because I don't know who Willard is. And I don't know his water. But I know I always put, look, I'm always going to put extra hydration because of I'm a kidney patient and I have to be on my hydration. So I always have extra, but I already know that, like I said, I was listening to this water sommelier and he basically said, no, I don't send the Zoom link through TikTok. I'll get your email. And you should have had your email when you signed up. No, Willard's is a whole other thing. Baby, I don't even know. I was about to say, I don't know who Willard is and what his water is doing or what it's not doing. Because everybody got a new water this, new water that. The only one I know here in Texas that I know is effective is called Crazy Water. And I know that's effective because, oh, I'm sorry, I got to keep rubbing you. I know that's effective because they, like I said, they show you what minerals are in your water and how much like the minerals are in your water. They have like different levels. And it really is crazy. You could taste the minerals because mineral water tastes a whole lot different than you think. Some of the sparkling ones that are mineral water are pretty good, but it tastes a whole lot different. Like, what is that? What is that one spring water with the tea? I forgot it. I forgot what it's called. It's like Hispanic spring water with the tea. That one is a mineral water. Yeah, I'll send it to your email. UL is the UL. What do you say when you say UL? Like, where is that UL at? Are you talking about the dose? Let me know, Dari. I'm confused. Look, I'm smart, but I do have some ditzy moments or some moments where I don't connect what y'all are saying because y'all only have like a few words. Underwriter's Laboratory. Oh, upper tolerable limit. So, usually when they're making vitamins and they have to get vitamins approved, there's so much of an upper limit that they have. And you mean the recommended daily allowance. And a lot of times, especially for Black people, we need a little bit more. So your recommended daily amounts on the Juka's Organic, her recommended daily allowance, she's within the recommended daily allowance. Hi, Lloyd. And it's pretty good and pretty effective. But like, because of where and I think some of her stuff comes from like Africa, because she gets boab fruit and different things. So those are things you have to like watch out for or think out. But I know what you're talking about, the upper limit, the recommended daily allowance, because a lot of times what their recommended daily allowance on is a white man, not on a Black man or Black woman. And the way our bodies absorb or don't absorb, our metabolisms are very different. Like we metabolize something a whole lot more and it may not be effective because it breaks it down so much, or it doesn't. I think it's the opposite way. It metabolizes it so much that we don't get the actual effect. You're doing fine, Doc. Giving your expertise for very generous. Yes, I'm glad. I'm just trying to get more people I want more people to understand like what y'all are dealing with, what y'all are seeing. It's not a whole black and white thing. And I know as a pharmacist, if I was in a pharmacy, y'all probably come up and ask me questions. Oh, thank you, Lloyd. I know y'all would come up and ask questions, and that would kind of be free, even though I'd be getting paid there. I hope to get paid sometimes with some of y'all's. If y'all give gifts, that's it. Or if y'all become clients, that's it too. Needing higher doses, they do, because the way our metabolism works is very different, and so we metabolize and break things down sometimes so much quicker That because look at what's going on. There's so many things that have happened on the earth that affect us very differently. Some of us come up with 3, 4, 5 diseases and rolling around still eating bacon and doing regular things and ain't nothing wrong. But yeah, look at people's bodies and how they're functioning. I'm getting a master's in nutrition soon, so this is very helpful. Oh, you're welcome. So yeah, you're going to have to look at everybody's. That's why I want y'all to look at, it's an individualized care kind of plan. I go through an individualized care. What's going on with you? How are you doing? What do you have? What do you do this? What are your allergies? What is this? What is this going on? What are you taking? What environment are you in? Because all those play a part. They don't talk about that in studies. They don't talk about your environment, your stress, what they spray in the trees, how your grass is, if things are able to grow in the area that you're in. All those things play a role in what you do. Yes, I have asthma. Blue, it should be like a blue-white bottle. What, Marsha? You can hear my wheeze a little bit. Am I familiar with Dr. Scott Whitaker, author of the book Medicines? No. I just, you know what? I found out a lot of this through my own work, through my own body. You don't want to slow down your metabolism. Oh, you want to gain weight. So you're just going to have to eat more. It might be 40,000 volts. I can't remember, Brad, but I think it is. It might be 40,000 volts. If I could look now. So you don't want to slow down your metabolism. Nay, you want to work within your metabolism. That means you're going to have to eat more. You don't slow it down. You eat. You keep up with your metabolism. You eat. You're going to eat 5 to 6 meals a day, and they're going to have to be kind of bulking meals in a way. If you're going to have to eat a few more carbs because they may stick on you a little bit more. Protein, carbs, different things. So the signs I noticed before kidney diagnosis, look, I was at end-stage renal disease when I found out. So like I said, I didn't find out until my skin was changing. My skin was darker. I was very fatigued and tired. I am a high energy person, and I felt like I needed to take a nap all the time. I was very tired. I didn't have the energy. You start seeing that you don't have the energy to do certain things. I didn't. And I was a person like, get up, go. I'm going to do this. I couldn't sit down. You can't sit me down. I couldn't stop talking. But after a while, I was tired. I was worn out. Again, my skin was darker. It was falling off easily in the shower. Like I said, I didn't find out till end stage again. So I got muscle pains, all those things like muscle aches. And I was just wasting away. I couldn't really keep muscle. I wasn't hungry. I would eat 1 meal a day, and I would have to force myself to eat that 1 meal a day. It was things like that. You said you eat more, but it goes nowhere, Nay? Because you're going to have to eat, you're going to eat things that stick onto you, like oatmeal, potatoes, different things like that might stick onto you, eating the right potatoes. And you got to eat the right foods that stick onto you. A little. Oh, I figured because I hear it myself sometimes. And sometimes when my allergies are at it, it can come up. Thank you. Thank you, Marsha. No, I know you were listening in. And sometimes it's because I haven't taken my zinc too, but I don't take too much zinc. Him and Dr. Africa. I need to check out that book. Can y'all DM me that book? Because I may not remember after I get off here because I'm about to get off here. Best medication for anxiety or panic attacks. I don't know about a medication. I would also have to see, like, when do your panic attacks start? Where do they come from? How can we get you calm? Because you may need some B vitamins. You may also need some magnesium, a little bit more magnesium. You may need a few more vitamins and minerals. You may need better hydration too. Those can play a role in a lot of that. Let's see. It was falling off as in, like, I was shedding off dead skin a lot. Like in the shower, I was like shedding off. My skin was like 10 tones darker. And it was like whenever I'd scrub my body, it was like coming off all the time. Just eat too easily. Eating is a challenge. I rarely have an appetite, but am very active but fatigued. Okay, have you gotten anything else checked? You had a fast metabolism for years. I used to be chubby before I slimmed out. How old are you, Nay? Are you 18? Because what we're going to do is you're going to want to build muscle. That'll help you, too, to hold on to it. Wait, doctor. Yeah, it kind of fell off, kind of. At Skincare from me, yes. He's a good friend of mine. He did a program for me last year. Okay. You dislike oatmeal. We can pick something else. Grits, baby. Put some grits on you. Oh, it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste bad at all. Juka's organic doesn't taste bad. There's no bad taste. Not that I know of, but I don't know. He used to be on Carl Nelson's show a lot. Deep brother. You're also anemic. You're anemic, but what else you got going on creatively, Ree? Because it could be something else. I mean, it could be, because you said you have fibromyalgia, though. So that makes sense with fibromyalgia. Not so much the anemia part. The anemia part could be you have heavy periods, but fibromyalgia. I would also get your, those things tested. Because fibromyalgia is quite autoimmune, so your body just may be fatigued and doing a lot of work. I don't have nothing on my hands. Okay, what did I miss? Iron infusions, no heavy cycles. I began taking 125 milligrams of Novoferrin. Have you been to the doctor for them to test any of that? What's your kidney function? Because I don't want to say it's kidneys. It could still be your fibromyalgia. Because you may not be making enough blood because of the way the fibromyalgia is working or acting within you. Let me see. Thank you guys for the follow. What's good for a breakout out of my face? It depends. Where's the breakout at? It could be a pillowcase. It could be something like that. It could be hormonal. It all depends. I would kind of need to get a little bit deeper into that. I learned about you through Night Nurse. Oh, thank you. Thanks for doing what I do. Thank you. Professor TK, the chemist. Girl, look, I might need you to so we can help formulate what I need to formulate. I know how to formulate some stuff, but should you take CoQ10 or fish oil when taking statins? Fish oil? You could still probably take CoQ10, but I would take fish oil because it seems like that's probably what you need more of. You need more of a fatty fish oil because those are going to be, that's what's going to be necessary and helpful. Just order trace minerals now. You've been on that trace minerals, Brad. Where Brad at? Is there a particular... Now we are ordering gut assist. If you look up gut assist, it's Dr. Danielle's, and it should say gut assist. It's the only one that I know. I haven't seen anybody else call theirs gut assist. Oops, I'm sorry. You do regularly. Also subclinical hyperthyroidism. Okay, that all makes sense. You also need a lot more vitamins and minerals. And you might be depleted of it. I don't have to go deeply into what you're doing, but you also need a vitamin D, a vitamin E, different things like that. Vitamin C, you would need all those. You would need a lot of those. My doctor told me to take vitamins for anemia. Maybe she needs vitamins to get her iron up. Well, she needs more because of what she's dealing with. And she might need it. She might need a B12 that's a blood builder. She might need a B complex, period. Especially for fibromyalgia. She might need a B complex, period. Different things like that. Hey, Tay. Currently researching herbs for anxiety. Just stopped to gain any info. I can't. So valerian root has been known. L-theanine has been known. Magnesium has been known. It depends on what your anxiety is from and where it's stemming from. It could be it's stemming from hormonal issues. It could be stemming from a lot of things, especially for women. Even for men, because men are having testosterone issues because of the chicken, because of the xenoestrogens, all those things. Yes, iron does absorb better with vitamin C, but it also builds better with B12 as well. Just let me see. I also look, ashwagandha has been helpful, but if you have an autoimmune disease, ashwagandha may not be for you. B complex, depending on what your anxiety is from, if it's stress anxiety, the B5 in a B complex, because I never recommend just one B vitamin. If I do, it's going to be for a short period of time. Because what we don't realize is like when I give you too much of one, it'll get the other ones a balance. So that's why I just say B complex. And you can find a stress B complex, a B12 B complex, especially if you're taking it for a longer period of time. Like I have to take it for a longer period of time because the meds I'm on deplete it, period. Point blank, period. You do blood work. I see a holistic nurse practitioner in my chiropractor. Seems like you on a good roll. Yeah, you just do the, as long as you might just need a few more vitamins and minerals. Maybe. I don't know if you're having pain. I couldn't remember what you said. You have lupus and heart, lung, and kidney disease. Girl, lupus will do that to you. Lupus takes you there. Because lupus will attack all those organs. So chronic kidney disease, stage 3, what food should you eat? Keep it at fruits and vegetables. It's going to be a little bit hard, but keep it at fruits and vegetables. It'll slow down the progress. Maybe less meat, more so fish if you want to. If you're going to eat meat, it might be grass-fed because your body does a lot of work when it comes to meat and breaking that down into protein. You don't want too much protein in that. You want to eat plenty of green vegetables because that's going to be like chlorophyll cleaning you out and helping to clean your blood so your kidneys don't have to do so much work. And that's what you want to keep it away from. It could be hormones. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because he humping the ball. He getting on my nerves a little bit. Leg cramps at night. Any thoughts? It could be potassium. You need more potassium. It could be a magnesium thing as well. It could be if you're working out. You may need a little tart cherry juice that could help with your muscle aches and pains. Okay, you have autoimmune disease. Well, let me see. You're welcome, Brad. Let me see. I take St. John's Wort and Copacalm drops for anxiety. Copacalm, I think, is a specific brand, a specific formulation. But St. John's Wort, I don't always give it just because a lot of people are already on meds. So I don't always give St. John's Wort because it could be an additive effect. And you really are you really a doctor? I'm a pharmacist. I have a PharmD. I have a doctorate. So I have to know medications to the T, just like I have to know what a doctor knows about your body to the T in order for those medications to work. And I also have to know herbals. Reach out to me. So there is, I think it's like, what is it? I did a video on this. You found it, Brad? Okay. I did a video on this to find a holistic doctor. You can go to the, there's like a holistic practitioner website. And baby, you can probably find it on TikTok. TikTok is a search engine. Find one in your state. Be like, try holistic doctor in Arkansas, or wherever you are. I just named a state. I don't know what state you're in. Yes, DM me that book. It was on your other page. Oh, you were on your other page. Girl, you got me confused. Can you join me and talk for a minute? You want to come up and talk? Is that what you're asking for, Muhammad? Oh, you need to talk about my family. You can schedule a, what's it called if you want to talk about your family? What's good for lupus? So in lupus, you're going to need all the vitamins. A B complex. See what those levels are. Vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin C, and omega-3 in lupus because you can be a lot of inflammation, reducing your stress. Zinc and selenium will also be helpful. If you're taking zinc, you want to take a copper because you're probably deficient in those, especially with lupus. So all those things are things you want to think about for lupus. I think there was also something called some royal jelly. I'd look into something like that. Remember, this is all for educational purposes only. Oh, let them know now. She said a pharmacist is a doctor. You have the in. So make sure that So Anna, make sure that anything that you have, you're making sure that it's methylated to get metabolized better. B12, any of that to make sure that it's getting metabolized, because most likely what happened is your a lot of times autoimmune can turn on that gene and mess with your metabolization of vitamins and of minerals and of different things. So if you're going to get any vitamin or any mineral, you can get it methylated. And I forgot which company does a big deal of that. I gotta go look up that company. I'm not on my computer to look who I have. What made you become a pharmacist instead of any other health careers like nurse, doctor, dentist? Because I originally wanted to become a doctor, like a dermatologist, and make my own meds. And the school I went to was known for either sending doctors to medical school, students to medical school, and it also had a pharmacy school that I was already at. And so, hey, work from home diva. And so what happened is like, I just realized, oh, I can make my own drugs and make my own meds in pharmacy. And so I decided to go with it. I was more interested in the body, and I didn't want to do like 20 years to be a medical doctor and kind of be stuck in one gap. And pharmacy allowed me to see I can jump from any gap in any department and learn and continue to grow. Thank you, Creative Ree. What could help with lupus? I think I answered that, but I'm probably bypassing you. I am stuffed up. Probably because outside, I live in Texas, baby. And I might always sound like this. Oil of oregano does pretty good for a toenail fungus. But so does salicylic acid. And you got to air out a toenail fungus. A whole lot of study and a whole lot of excess. So with holistic pharmacists, a whole lot of excess. We already the way they teach us is the way they taught my class and at my school, they teach from a holistic perspective. We had to know herbals. We had to know nutrition. They made that all a part of our curriculum. And it just extended out. And a lot of the clinicals I went to extended out. And a lot of people that I've worked under and dealt with, it extended out in that way. A lot of what I wanted my business to be, it was like that because I kind of came from a family in that way. So that's kind of what extended me to a holistic. What I recommend for type 1 diabetes, chronic kidney disease, also dealing with fluid retention. So you're dealing with fluid retention because your body wants to hold on to fluid because you probably have to drink more water. And I don't know if you're on fluid restriction, but you may need a few more minerals, but your body's trying to hold on to it because your kidney, I don't know what stage it's at, is doing a lot. So you may need a little bit more water if you can still use the restroom and you can still have enough water, Miss Bliss. Type 1, it was always about diet. So there's not much I can do for you. It's insulin at this point. And I don't know how much insulin you're taking, but if you change your diet, you might have to take less insulin, and that may be helpful to you. Chlorophyll recommends eat spinach, green veggies, different things like that. But if you I can't remember the brand off the top of my head. I'm gonna be real. I can't remember a brand off the top of my head. There was one brand. I can't remember the brand off the top of my head. I'm gonna be real. I can't remember a brand off the top of my head. There was one brand because of, I lost my connection. You are weak because you've lost a lot of fluids. So fluids and trying to keep your fluids down is gonna be important. Copabalin has GABA, L-theanine, and Hyperzine A. Okay. There are some out there. I told you on Tuesday I'll have two more. One's a holistic wellness nurse, and then another one is a herbologist. Is Herb Gotti. He'll be up in here. I'll announce that. I don't know about autoimmune problems because I don't know what you mean autoimmune problems. Is it a certain disease? Is it a specific disease, Ruby? I think I just sound like this all the time. Sorry. No, but I was stuffed up yesterday. I don't know why. Because we had something in the air and it was like a bad air day yesterday, and so I had to take something because my nose was stuffed up. There are some mushrooms, but I just try to keep some stuff at a minimum because I don't want it to ramp because I have to be immunodeficient because I don't want to ramp my immune system up. I have to kind of keep it balanced. Let me see. Medical school is definitely years. You also, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't do it. I was like, it would have been 12 more years. Are there any reputable companies making holistic meds for ADHD? Saffron is going to be helpful. A lot of times their ashwagandha is going to be helpful, or vitamins and minerals. And it all depends on if you have any autoimmune or anything with ADHD. But saffron has been shown to help. And I can't remember who makes a good saffron. But I think something like a... DM me and I'll remember later when I get to my computer. I'm at my mom's house. I know massages are great for lymphedema, and keeping your leg wrapped up is going to be great for lymphedema. Because it's just that the lymphatic system. Probably some selenium is also going to be helpful. That lymphatic system is caught up in that one area. But I've heard massages are great. Massages are great, period, for that movement. Walking if you can. PCOS, any good PCOS. So like I said before, no sugar, no alcohol, green vegetables, green, cruciferous vegetables. Even a phytoestrogen list that I have, that'll probably help you because you need a little bit more estrogen, but you need it through your food. That's going to help you a little bit more. And it's also going to help cleanse out your liver. Dandelion is a thing that helps cleanse your liver and your kidneys. It does a light cleanse. I wouldn't do that for a month. I would do that like maybe a week, maybe less, depending on what's going on with you. Remember, educational purposes only. I'd also think about maybe a little burdock root. If you're wanting to find a tea, you can have ginger, nettle. It can also have a little burdock root in it a lot of times, and maybe even some damiana to help balance it out. Another one that's good is myodechiroinositol has been shown to be helpful. But there's somebody on here that makes a tea. Her name is Sincerely Nature. She healed her PCOS and had a baby and did all that after. Will protein drinks help with chronic kidney disease cause harm? Harm, because that is a lot. That protein spilling. Protein is thick, and when I say protein is thick, like the actual compound of what proteins are, because it's amino acids bunched up, it's going to be a bigger molecule to push out of your kidney. So it's going to be a lot more work to break it down and get it out and get it out. And so protein puts a lot of more work on the kidney sometimes. I attended Xavier University in New Orleans. Stop the biotin, lower the dose of biotin. And also, you may need a little bit of selenium that might help you to get a detox, or try a little chlorophyll. If you want to try chlorophyll, eat some green veggies. That'll help detox your skin naturally. Eat a good amount, have a green smoothie every morning. You'll be on point. Boom. Does mullein leaf help with your asthma? Sometimes it can. But like I said, it just happened yesterday, this past day. It was like we had a air advisory, and it was just bad. It was just real bad. And I just wasn't dealing with it. You're limited to 32 ounces a day. Okay, that's why you're holding on to so much fluid. Do you do a dialysis, Bliss? What is good for stomach ulcers? Ooh. I don't know if this will cure stomach ulcers, but it might help it. Like I use Gut Assist because it helps with that gut lining. That will help it, but you would have to change your diet and probably get some sucralfate. That's usually but sucralfate just coats Carafate just coats your ulcer. Like, you have to get away from things that are going to mess with your gut. But Gut Assist probably will help you. It's like L-glutamine in licorice and aloe. And depending on what you take, if it interacts with licorice, you might have to do something. Am I from New Orleans? No, I'm from Dallas. Yeah, I'm from Dallas. I just lived in New Orleans for 10 years. I loved it and had to leave it. Lion's mane is good. Sometimes I just got to be careful because some people with mushrooms, if they have a fungus or if they have autoimmune, I sometimes don't always recommend lion's mane. I do a lot of times. I say it so much, but I sometimes don't always do it because I don't want to ramp up anything if they have like lupus or RA or what was the other one? MS. Because if you have lupus, MS, or RA, those all affect it. And I'm seeing a lot more people in my comments that have lupus, RA, and all those other things that come up in mine. What are herbals that we have to be careful to not ramp up immune system? Mine is overreacting. That can be a lot of your Ayurvedic meds that act like, that are very much, adaptogenic. Those things can ramp up your system. So that could be ashwagandha. That could be all those mushrooms, cordyceps. Anything that says that it's adaptogenic, you probably have to be careful of, because the way it's making your body adapt, it may ramp it up to make it adapt. Yes, it does help with depression and anxiety. L-theanine does help. Valerian root helps. Magnesium helps. Sometimes a B complex might help depending on where it's at and what's going on. Rebounding does help for lymphedema too as well. But I'm trying to see if she could even walk, because some people's lymphedema is different. Menopause, you're going to have estrogen. Phytoestrogens, I have a free list. Press my face, my picture, and then press it again, and you'll see, hit the link in my bio, and you'll see the list, and it'll say a phytoestrogen list. That's going to be helpful for you, so that if you have to take, but you're going to have to be consistent in that, because if you have to take estrogens, you might want to take less of exogenous estrogens. And I would see if you can get a wild yam or yam cream or yam powder. What's in your B complex? Central adrenal and edema insufficiency. Pot C. diff 3 times help. Damn, girl. Bella? Slippery elm, yes. The reason I like L-glutamine is because I say L-glutamine because it builds back your actual gut, and it's an amino acid that's needed to be a building block of building back your gut lining. Because stomach ulcers, that gut lining is what's killing. Slippery elm will allow it to slide through, but L-glutamine is the amino acid that's helpful that will allow it to rebuild itself. So I'm looking at rebuilding as well. Central adrenal pituitary insufficiency in POTS. C. diff 3 times help. Ooh. Gut assist may be helpful for you, but also we're going to bring down your adrenal and your pituitary insufficiency. You might need a few more vitamins and minerals. I'd have to look deeply into you because, girl, you got so much, Miss Bell T Aesthetics. You've got so much, but you had C. diff 3 times. And that means the antibiotics did not work. And that means your gut lining may need some help. Oh, because I know like your gut may be stalled out. What you all up in here for? It might be stalled out. Hydration may also be important to you. I don't know how well that's working. And I don't know what they're giving you for the central adrenal and pituitary insufficiency. Are they giving you adrenal? H. pylori 3 times. Yeah, your gut is not protected in any way, and it might be some meds that you're taking. I would get L-glutamine. I don't know what else you're taking. I wouldn't get L-glutamine. That might be something that you think. You could take that, but you might need something else. You might need something else again for your gut, because you can't keep taking bismuth salicylate, because that'll kind of take some of that takes some minerals out of you as well. Biotin is in your B complex, but it's breaking you out. Okay. So yeah, if you're taking a B complex and biotin, you don't need to take both. You're going to have to pick one. Hydration is good for constant bloating. It also depends on what time. Green veggies is good for constant bloating, less sugar. Those things are important when it comes to bloating. Pollution, it's insane. It's insane. It's so insane. The pollen, the pollution, it's insane, yes. And it was like the past few days have been hot, and ridiculously hot. Don't put that little red dagger on me. Yeah, no spicy foods. DGL supplement. So basically that's what L-glutamine is a DG. It's basically almost like a DGL supplement. It's just, like I said, L-glutamine, it's licorice, and it's aloe. It just doesn't have because I remember a DGL is like, I forgot it right now. It's basically the licorice. Yeah, I love ashwagandha. I just had, like I said, I have to be weary about it. Sojourns. So, I mean, so I have to be leery about it with some people, especially some of the people that come up on my page. I get a lot of autoimmune because I have to suppress my immune system, and I talk about immunosuppression a lot. That's what I get. I get a lot of autoimmune, like, centrally RA symptoms, rheumatoid arthritis symptoms. Like, that's what I get a lot of. So Marsha, I said it for a while, and then sometimes I step back because I see a lot of my people have that. And so I'd be like, be careful, because they'll start taking it. And I don't want everybody to just take it, even if I give them the information of it can do for MS, lupus, and RA. Sjogren's. Girl, I'd have to look that one up, because I think I know what you're talking about. I don't remember everything in Sjogren's, though. So because I don't remember everything, I wouldn't be able to tell you everything. Like I said, I'm naked today. I'm totally naked. And that's nothing wrong. I'm usually naked, but like for something, sometimes y'all pop up with some stuff that I haven't heard in a long time, or I don't really treat, or I don't see often. Dang it. I don't see it often. And so sometimes I have to go back and look, because I don't know every disease. I'm just giving y'all a basic general synopsis of what I see and what would be helpful. Mullein does help with that, but also what helps with your mucus. Dang it. I'm drawing a blank. It might be my time because my brain is going away. Oh, symptoms of RA, rheumatoid arthritis. They're basically arthritis system. A lot of times you'll feel inflammation more so in your joints. Sometimes it may come with a rash somewhere. Sometimes it does. It can look very different for different people, but you're going to have a lot of inflammation out of nowhere, especially in your joint areas. So zinc may also be helpful for that. Zinc can also help dry you out, especially excessive mucus and allergies. Those things that'll also be helpful with it. Because some of the other ones I don't want to get to, but mullein does help. Aspergillus, can never say that. All those things are helpful. What is a recurring YI? Feel like I've tried everything, 2 different GYNs. Oh, that's what I was saying. Good ear freckles. I don't remember on Sjogren's syndrome. I'm going to be real. I don't remember that. I don't remember the side effects or what I would give. Oh, thank you. Let me see. Oh, that Bella has Sjogren's. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember exactly, so I wouldn't be able to. You'd have to book a session with me. These are the things I know off the top of my head. I don't know. Like I said, every disease. Let me see. Oh, I'm reading stuff twice. Look at me. Classic autoimmune attacks tissue that make moisture, affects head to toe, Venus Williams. Okay. Y'all reminded me. Okay. Tissue to make moisture. So if it affects tissue it attacks tissue that affect moisture. So you're going to have to get moisture, but I got to remember how you have to hold on to it. So yes, minerals will be helpful for you. So especially, like I said, when I say hydration, I always talk about trace minerals or minerals period will be helpful for you. Having a diet rich in minerals will be helpful for you, especially in those areas. Omega-3 would also probably be helpful for you. Another good thing for moisture, collagen, or even hyaluronic acid. Those are great for moisturizing and keeping those things and attacking and for the tissues. And even amino acids will help to also bring that to build up more tissue. So you might need a little bit more zinc in your diet. Because there's such bad allergies outside and it also affects your taste. It could be a little bit more zinc might be necessary. Let me see. Girl, I say PCOS all the time. Hold on one second. I always give PCOS a look. Let me see. Yeah. Well, B12 and is not biotin. So what it is she can have a B complex, but she can't have a B complex and biotin. Because B complex is all the B vitamins and biotin is a B vitamin. So she can't have all of them at the same time. After period bad headache, that probably means that your estrogen has dropped too little. So you need to have like maybe a little more phytoestrogens. I have a phytoestrogen list in your diet around your time your period comes in. So leafy greens, broccoli, all those things. Maybe a little celery juice to help cleanse you out. Those will be helpful for that after the effect because your estrogen is dropping so quick and it's doing it too much. So the fluorine F. No, don't stop the fluorine F. You could probably take L-glutamine and the fluorine F together. Because if I'm thinking the fluorine F is it's a specific type of, like almost like Florastor, like a probiotic in a way. Anxiety seems to accompany menopause. It definitely does when your estrogen drops, because like I said, estrogen plays a big role in your mood and a lot of vitamins and minerals. Sorry, they're doing construction. And so that's going to play a big role in accompanying your menopause. So it really does. It makes you a little bit more paranoid. Because remember, estrogen is a hormone, so one hormone is going to affect all the other hormones a lot of times, and they're messengers. So if one message is getting knocked out, then all the messages for your system to check its mood is going to be done. Yeah, don't stop the fluorine F. But if I was saying gut assist to help build that stronger so there is no loss that you sometimes have. Red Dag. Oh, boy dog. Yes, it's a boy dog. His name is Ali. And so, let me see. Crohn's disease. Oh. It depends on what medication you're taking. I could get some. But like I said, those things are different. DGL, but that's licorice. That's why y'all hear me say gut assist, because it's L-glutamine, which is, like I said, helpful for your gut, but it's amino acid to help build back your gut lining. But it's also the licorice in there that's helpful. And the aloe, those are all soothing and calming and will slip through your stomach and help protect your stomach. It's in the lupus family. Your mom has it, and you have it. And you have lupus. What's in the lupus family? Surgeons. Oh. The surgeons is in lupus family? Yeah, so also, those were all that I said. Selenium. I said selenium, zinc for the sojourns. You're also going to want to take a magnesium, a vitamin D. I would probably suggest a vitamin E too. And I wouldn't be surprised if a vitamin C. I think I got everybody. What food should you eat in carbs to put your weight on? Sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, like red potatoes or Yukon potatoes. Also, what was I going to say? You don't like oatmeal. Grits. Things like that. Use complex carbs. Eating plenty of fruits and vegetables. Yogurt. Cottage cheese. Those have protein in it. Making sure you're eating protein shakes. Those will probably be helpful. You're probably dehydrated. That's why you passed out. And it probably your estrogen may have dropped too low. It depends on where you were in your period. Just wanted to thank you for taking your time to help others. You're welcome, Elena. That's what I'm saying. You have to, for sojourns, it's complicated. So I didn't, that's why I said I wasn't going to say anything, because it wasn't, she just doesn't have sojourns. She has all these other things in conjunction with it. And so I'd have to look deeply into hers and consult her before I said anything on here. I'm just giving you like a roundabout look at it. That's why I was like, ugh. Because some of y'all spit stuff at me, and I know this stuff, but I just don't want to. There's more I would have to look deeply into to tell you. What causes your folate acid to drop? Because a lot of things are fortified with folate or folic acid. You may not be getting enough. Because that's why they try to fortify it. If you're taking it out of your dental, if you're taking out of this, if you're taking out of, because that's what they put it all in. They put most of your folic acid and the folate that you're getting is in your toothpaste and your toothbrush. It's in the water that you drink if you drink tap water. Half of y'all don't drink tap water. So you're not going to get it. That's probably what's causing it. How do I get vital estrogen list again? So hit my face, Miss Rhonda, and then hit my face again when it pops up at the bottom. And there's a link in my bio that says link in bio Purple RX. And then there's a phytoestrogen list. It should say phytoestrogens, like the third or fourth one down, maybe a little further. And you should be able to find that phytoestrogen list there. And then it'll send it to your email. Peppermint oil helps with nausea, yes. Ginger with stomach pain, yeah. Ginger is also just inflammation. Now, too much ginger, it'll hurt your stomach. Trust, I done it. Having too much ginger within a day, your stomach will be done. TikTok would let me type that. Hold on, what did you type? Yes, she said too much of it is no good. Okay. It's okay. We'll look to doing a session soon. Back to work. Oh, she means yeast infection. Okay, where's she at? Let me go back up here. Where was she at? Because I was like, what's a YI? I don't even know. See, I'll be like, I might know things, but sometimes I don't know the short word, the abbreviation of it sometimes, because it's not what I think. Any suggestions on reoccurring? Feel like I'm tired. So there could be a buildup of yeast, and there could be a buildup of, what are your hormones looking like? Just breathe me. I don't know if I answered. What are your hormones looking like? Just breathe me. That could be something that plays a part, because a lot of times when our hormones come in or go out, though I don't know what your hormones are looking like, and that could be affecting your yeast. You also may need to eat a few more greens, maybe do chlorophyll drops if that'll probably also help you. I'd have to look more to see what's like the bacteria that's going on in your body. Somebody I may suggest, because he does the test at his house, but I think he has the testing with him, and he does a little bit more test. He'll be here on Tuesday, Herbs from Herb Gotti. But yeah, check that out. Because I want to know like what all your labs are good. Are you eating a lot of sugar or a good amount of sugar, or do you know? Bagels can help with weight gain, but I don't know if you want all those carbs. I'm going to say sugar. I don't know how much sugar you're eating. If it's not any of those, because it could be a buildup. Maybe you're not detoxing enough, which is, like I said, leafy greens are going to help you detox your body. Selenium might be also something, because your detox pathways are clogged. So those could be things that play a part. But there could also be a buildup because of something that's backed up in your gut. Because if your gut isn't right, then it can be yeast it can turn into a yeast infections. Because I don't know what your gut is doing. I don't know what's going on in there. I don't know if you have less bacteria in that. What is it? Processed folic acid because of genetics. So we need a methylated version. Yeah, you may need a method. A lot more people are having methylated versions, and sometimes it's genetics, but sometimes I think it's also like autoimmune, because a lot of times with certain diseases, your genetics change or your genetics start expressing something different. What you doing, Ali? Because his ass to be to run out the door. Get back here. You being nosy. You the nosiest of the nosies. I know you nosy. Come on. You from a nosy family, so what do I expect? Let me see. Hesitation till you look into more respect. Yeah, because I don't like some of these things, they're not basic things. Even like when I talk about rheumatoid or talk about any of these autoimmune diseases, none of these are basic things because they can look different in so many people's bodies. I'm just giving y'all a general synopsis of what I know, a lot of times what deficiency can look like and what may be adding to the deficiency, causing deficiency, making deficiency worse, which you may need more of, because a lot of times people don't look at those things like vitamins, minerals, those are important. But it could be more than that. And I'd have to look at labs. I'd have to look at an inflammation marker. It could be from another place that looks like rheumatoid. So that's why I don't, I just say general synopsis of things. I don't know. I can't tell you all the things even for lupus. I'm just giving you a basic synopsis because everybody's lupus looks so different. Some people, organ failure off the bat. Some people may never get organ failure. Some people, it takes a long time for them to diagnose lupus. I wouldn't so much eat dairy if you have PCOS or fibroids, because a lot of that has the hormones in it from the cow. It's not going to help you. So because you have PCOS and fibroids, you're probably always tired after 8 hours. So you probably would need some magnesium or anything like that. I can't even say magnesium right. You probably need something like that, Twilight Dakota. DM'd you as requested. Just wanted to thank you for the time. You're welcome. So Arlie, you ended up passing out. What does your hydration look like? Also, you said you passed out because you're dehydrated. You're going to have to stay like really, really hydrated probably on yours. I don't know how heavy your period gets or how dry it get, whatever it is. There's a serious hydration problem that you may have. And you're not getting it done in a timely manner. And if you're drinking, that's going to take away from it. If you're taking something else or eating more, it's going to take away from it. As I said, yeah, yeast loves sugar. Everything loves sugar. You cut back on your sugar and carbs for a month and no success. You might need longer than a month. If this is something that's been going on for a while, baby, you need more than a month. And like I said, it could be a gut thing. You might need to do a few different things. Thank you, Monica. Thanks for the hair compliment. No, but you might need a few more things. You may need a detox. You may need to detox your body and then restore your gut. Like I said, because if you're cutting back on sugar for a month, that may not be enough. That may not be the only thing that you need to do. Like I said, because if you're cutting back on sugar for a month, that may not be enough. That may not be the only thing that you need to do. Like there's maybe a combination of things that need to happen. And I think seed probiotics was pretty good. Align's been around for a while, but like I said, I try to eat things that like have probiotics. I get a coconut yogurt that has a probiotic in it, but I need to look up that. I'm making a list of good companies that I recommend for their vitamins. And it's going to be a continuous ongoing list. Once you sign up, you'll get any updates, any things I say that I might take off because that company has folded or acted funny or started changing their formula, because companies will do that on you. Were you always drawn to nature? I was always drawn to the natural. I kind of grew up in a family like that. Both of my great-grandparents on both sides had farms and had land. I always liked when I went to my great-grandparents' farmland before be hanging out and riding horses, different things like that. I hanging out with my brother, going to the creek, different things like that. But we also just looked at the food we ate. My dad was a Whole Foods dad, like I said, years ago. When Whole Foods wasn't even really big, it was like only one or two stores in the YT part of town. My dad was there reading labels. My grandparents just stayed. My dad loves the grocery store. I love the grocery store. I don't know how I got like this, but maybe it's because we had a farm and we like food. So we like food. We're cautious about the food that we eat. So I think it comes from that place. I like nature too. I like going on hikes, but my body is different, so I can't always do that. They actually found the root cause, and they're saying it's an interferon, an acid in the body. So yeah, interferon is yeah. I have to read that article. Do you know the name of that article, Monica? But I can see it. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't like an interferon or basically, and that's like an immune part, like an immune expression that probably happens. And it could happen because the way we diet and eat in America, and not so much the food we eat, but the way we do it. We do hard diets that I never just kind of really agreed with. I even grew up in a family. Things that like, oh, let's skip this, let's not eat that. We're taking out so many food groups that are necessary to our actual health and body. Let me not eat carbs or this, and I get it and also because of the food has been changed. Because we don't want to, what's the word? We don't want to, eat the crap that they've built, but a lot of it's just the way it's just the whole system is kind of effed up and messed up everybody's body in a way. That's why lupus is so rampant over here, and I can see why it happened. And it probably is based off of an acid in the body here. The food you're eating, the food you're not eating, the nutrition that's not happening. And that's why I say, like when I talk about lupus, is there certain nutrition that you need that you probably never had that has made you express that acid in the body, that has made you start expressing it a little bit more and turn the gene on. Like, oh, there's so much acid, we're going to express a gene because we're deficient in something that's making that acid go rampant. It's like, that's how the body system works. Psoriatic arthritis, diabetes, lymphedema, long COVID, lots of pain, thyroidectomy, hysterectomy. Girl, Samantha, I know you. What are your vitamins and minerals looking like? And it may need to be ramped up because a lot of that is looking at like your lymph and your hormone messaging system. Because those are all attached to your hormone messaging system, as well as your lymph, which is your like pathways, which is your pathway to kind of detox you and get rid of stuff and fight stuff off. So maybe selenium might be helpful, Samantha, something like that. But I can't really say because you got so much going on and there's so much complication and you're taking something else. But you might want to stay on a kind of a alkaline detox in a way diet, eating plenty, and I mean a lot of greens. You got to juice your greens, you got to smooth your greens, and you got to eat them because those are going to be important in detoxing all that, especially when it comes to psoriatic arthritis and diabetes and all of those things. I'm probably about to get off here in a little bit. You just started Shakely products. I don't know what Shakely is. Hi, Tabitha. So yeah, like I said, lupus, if y'all want lupus, y'all can DM me and do different things because everybody's lupus is so different. But like I said, when I said it, you're going to need a lot more vitamins and minerals and a lot of these things because we were never getting enough. People are wanting to take diets to get away from the way our food is made crappy. Oh, my battery's going low too, so I'm going to have to get off. I only got 20% left. Do I have a charger in here? Let me see if I can find my mom's charger. Hold up. Okay. Let me be in the kitchen. Hold on 1 second. That might be better. Okay, so. Hi, Tabitha. Oh, I already said hi to Tabitha. But yeah, because of lupus, did I miss your kidney story? I told my kidney story yesterday. But I promise you, I'll tell it another time. There'll be new people. When it hits 10,000, I'll tell y'all my kidney story again. When I hit 10,000 follows, I'll tell my kidney story again. Y'all are gonna hear it 30,000 times because I know somebody else is gonna already ask. I don't, Samantha, I'm not sure what Shakely is. I would have to like look into what Shakely is. Cancer is so prevalent because think about this. Your body is always making new cells, new amino acids. What's up? Oh, new amino acids. New cells, new amino acids. It's always doing something new because it has to replenish. Your blood cells every 28 days, lungs every 6 months, skin cells every 28 days. You're always making something. That's what's happening in the cell. It's always doing work. It's giving you energy and it's making new cells. So what happens? Why is cancer so prevalent? Because what's in our air? What's in our food? What stresses are we dealing with? You compound those things and again, like I said, our food is crap and our environment, the things we build with, the plastics we touch, you put all that on, those are stressors and oxidative stressors that are interrupting our body's natural process to build. And so when you interrupt that, your body is naturally making insertions and deletions when it's making new amino acids and new cells. And so if it's making all these insertions and deletions, and then you're interrupting it, it can't go back and fix those. It'll just sometimes make it into a new cell and then it'll start making bigger cells. And that's how you just get cancer. And then cancer also, usually when it's metastasized, it's going to make its own venous system. So it's got its own blood system. So it's supplying, it's going everywhere when it starts metastasizing and extra. And so that's really how it starts, is because we have so much that's coming into our body. Some things are stored as fat too, that our body doesn't even know what it is. What is this? I can't turn it and use it for energy. I can't make amino acids in this. I don't know what this is. What is this that's coming into my body? And the thing is, some of it you can't control. It's what you smell. It could be in the ground. It could be in your water. It could be in your couch. It could be when you pass by somewhere, but if you pass by it enough, your body becomes exposed to that. What did you do after pharmacy school to add to the holistic aspect? So I worked in hospice and long-term care. The pharmacy that also worked in hospice and long-term care, we had sterile and non-sterile compounding. We also had retail on the other side. I also did a lot of medication therapy management, and I worked under was he an herbalist doctor? It was kind of like a naturopathic herbalist doctor. He's from Africa. I worked under him for a little bit. And then after that, I worked for Psych. Opinion on Ollie for kids vitamins. I have to look at Ollie. I have to look at that company. Basically, with the interferon protein is imbalanced. I was saying with how we get to that imbalance. Yeah, too much cheese, that can mess with your stomach. It depending on what kind of cheese it is. We do have so much garbage in our food. There's like 30 countries out. Yeah. We have to change. We change for those other countries. We change those 42 items for those other countries, but we won't do it for ourselves because we want to make money. I'm good. Hold on, let me see. Always complaining. Hold on. Come on. So demanding. Oh, sorry. So demanding. But I'm probably about to get off here. I've been on here for like an hour and a half. Do I believe in fasting? Yeah. But when you're fasting, I would recommend that you make sure you're getting all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients that you need afterwards. Because just because you eat one meal a day, is that meal sufficient enough? Is it giving you enough vitamins, minerals, and nutrients? Are you getting that? That's what I want to make sure you're getting. Let me see. Hey, Andy. I'll be here. I'll be near the next time I'll be on is Tuesday, and I'll be back with Herb Gotti and Tashi Wellness. Oh, you got a hip replacement? Great, girl. Do I recommend ivermectin for what? It will. See, the thing is, it's changed a lot of our lives because a lot of us were exposed to the wrong things to be eating so much. And a lot of those foods, again, what our food was in, it was going to be helpful. But it also gives your body a rest to actually do the cleansing. But again, because we don't have such balanced diets here and our food is so poor and they put so much toxins in it, it would be beneficial for a lot of people. But bye, guys. I'm going to see it. I'm going to see. He is knowledgeable. Never heard cancer explained that way. That's incredible. It makes so much sense. I'm glad it made sense to you. Yeah. It's basically, it's simple because cancer, you can almost have, you have insertions and deletions, like I said, all the time. You could be getting cancerous tissue, but your body correct it very quickly because your body is able to do the process it needs to do because nothing's in its way. But you throw some crap in its way, it doesn't know how to. But I thank you guys. I appreciate your time because I'm about to have to get off here and go to work. I love you. I'll be back Tuesday at 6 o'clock. I'll make an announcement about that. And I'll also do some more videos because I've been like on live so hard. I haven't done that much videos. And I appreciate every single one of you guys coming into my live. If I didn't get your questions, DM me. I have one. I have not just DM me, but also I have a consultation in it that's just a simple question. Anything. I didn't know because I don't know what you need ivermectin for. Are you talking about for COVID? Because I've seen it be effective for some people in COVID. But what's really effective is ramping up a lot of times is prevention rather than treatment. For detox, that's parasitic detox in some. But you got to be cautious about where you're getting your ivermectin from. It depends on like the parasite. That's what they're going to give. But yeah, I'll be back Tuesday. I'll try to make some more money. I'm going to make a few more videos in between. But I'll be back Tuesday. We can talk. And I'll answer some more questions. Tuesday, it'll be a little different. We're going to be talking about diabetes. And so we're going to go down that. And it'll be with Herb Gotti. We'll give so much knowledge and information. Herb Gotti's great. Tashi Wellness is great. She's been a nurse, and so she's seen a lot of things as well, and she does wellness. And then it'll be me. Does eggs feed parasite? Just about anything can feed a parasite. Sugar can feed parasite, eggs. Depending on which parasite you're talking about and what it's for. There's so many parasites in your body right now. That's why I'm trying to be careful about Regina. I'm trying to be careful about it. But yeah, there's so many parasites in your body right now. And some of your parasites are beneficial. Some of the parasites are actually needed in doing the work that it needs to do to keep your body going. So yeah, some of it is a good thing. But a lot of us are saying, oh, parasites are bad. Some of them are good. They're like microscopic. And they're microscopically eating at your face or eating at different things or eating at different bacteria and tissue, helping you out. So it's not just we need to get rid of every parasite. But some people do need a parasite cleanse. But yeah. But I will see you guys Tuesday, and I'll do some videos to keep y'all up to date. Keep watching. Bye, guys.